So the idea of having a collaborative competition is in a way forcing people to collaborate. So in these kind of events where you have many teams gathered together in the same place and they're all working on the same challenges, there is a natural collaboration that is happening because students, engineers, researchers start to speak, talk to each other and exchange best practices, code, information. This is how knowledge circulates among teams in a natural way. Robotics researchers and researchers in general, they're very open. They want to move forward with ideas. So when you have a good idea, you don't want to keep it for yourself. You want to communicate to the others. And this is how things move on, things improve. And then with the collaborative competition idea, we are forcing people also to exchange the technical part, the software. And so this really helps because people are implicitly forced to talk more to each other about low-level details. And then the fact also to have a recurring competition, an annual event and so on, helps to create bonds. And when people become friends and they develop a friendship in these kind of events, then it's even better to collaborate. And then you see, you met last year and then you meet again. Yeah. And this creates really a community. And it's really also a super event for the students that we bring that come here for the first year. They just started a PhD. It's something that they will remember for the entire life. So the main strategy for disseminating the results of the project to the general public, where the main strategy was to open the event to the public. So we created robotics classes for kids. So for schools that are coming and they are bringing the kids 4 classes per day, kids are having 1 hour and a half introduction to robotics with hands-on practice, creating robots, programming with Scratch, Python, and so on. And then the kids are coming to the event area and they are visiting. And so the visit is actually a guided tour where researchers explain the robots, what are the robots, what they're doing, what they can do and cannot, to the kids. And then they answer questions. And of course, there are the teachers involved and so on. So this is sort of an education part. So we want the kids, which are the future of our society, to know, to see what's happening. So this was our main strategy. We created also a lot of supports, like educational supports for the kids. We created a sort of brand with a nice robot. We created bookmarks and also a leaflet that is very simple, and it explains everything about the project and also the type of robots that the people see. So, of course, it's explained with a simple language. It's destined to kids and to general public, but it tells about the project, explains also what a European project is, because maybe the public doesn't know. It explains also what are the institutes that do research, okay, because maybe they have no awareness about that. And then it explains all the type of robots that they see here. So they have also like an educational support. We created a website where we gathered all the information for the general public, so they have a QR code and they can access that. And then we invited a lot of press. And we invited press, but actually we were contacted by the press. So now we will have a lot of videos and a lot of communication that will naturally spread across Europe. And this is also good because this is a good strategy for disseminating the project and the results to the public. So measuring in this case is very difficult because we have to create measuring means measures and metrics. It's kind of difficult, but I will try to find some metrics. The first metric I see is the happiness of the people that are here. They are all enthusiasts, all the engineers are happy, they are bonding. You can see that they are making friendship, and this is really important for collaboration, to push research to go together. There is a say, you can go alone, you can go faster, but together you go farther. And this is what we want to do, to go farther, to go beyond what one can do. then we can already see an impact in the general public. We have visits, and the general public that was here was amazed. We had a lot of feedback that they were so happy, and they had no idea that all this existed. They were really like, why don't we see more of that in the TV? Why don't people tell us more about all these opportunities? The kids were amazed. All the kids' activities were a huge success. The kids were leaving and they were saying, we want to stay more. We want to see more. And we said, sorry, we couldn't. We have, fixed time, fixed schedules. We had a lot of very good feedback from the industries. In the last 3 days, the industries were coming, were seeing, were asking questions, and they were like, okay, this is really interesting. I want to come back. So we already know that some industries are coming back in these days to be just visitor and see what's happening. Some other colleagues from Asia and from US decided to stay extra days just to see. And they said, I volunteer to be a judge, I volunteer to collaborate, help, let me know if I can participate. Can I participate? So this means that there is a huge interest from the scientific community, from our colleagues abroad. Yeah. And so now something that is happening in Europe is suddenly very interesting to them. It's not just a conference, it's something else. And this is very good, very positive. And then I think the real impact, we will see it. We will see the real impact or the impact that we can have on society. So we cut this. We are already having perception of the impact that we can have on the public because we had a lot of unsolicited press, TV that asked to come spontaneously, and it was not scheduled. And so if they're coming and they want to have live interviews, TV, live streaming, this means that we are doing something great. And we start from nothing. So it's a first event of the kind. So this means it's very good. The press, everything that came and in the last days was amazed, was impressed. They were really very excited. So I'm thinking that with the summary of the event, the video summary of the events and the articles that we will publish after the event, we will attract even more interest. And so maybe the next event, the upcoming event, will be even greater.